I'm Ann from Paddleboard, and today, in the first of a three-part series, we're going to talk about how to buy an all-around stand-up paddleboard. And then parts 2 and 3, you'll learn how to buy a race stand-up paddleboard and then the surf stand-up paddleboard as well. But today we're going to talk about all-around board. First question a lot of people ask is, what is an all-around board? And if you look at the shape of a board, you can see that, in general, an all-around board has a rounded nose versus a race board, which has a displacement nose. An all-around board is a general rec board that could be used for, you could use in the surf, you could use it on the flat water, you could use it for yoga. And one of the considerations when buying a board is, how do you want to use it the most? Surf a little bit more important to you, or is the flat water more important, or maybe yoga? If surf is going to be a little bit more important to you than the flat water, you might want to consider a board that has a little bit of a lower volume, has rocker in the nose, and then as well some other features that might work better in the surf versus the flat water, a narrower tail, and then a V in the bottom of the board. If just paddling on the flats is the most important thing to you, you might want to consider a board that's a little bit longer, such as this 11-foot ATR2 by Hobie. A little bit of a longer board is going to give you more glide on the flat water, versus a shorter board is going to want to turn a little bit more in the flat water and be a little bit slower. Another consideration is volume of the board, and the factors that go into volume are going to be the length of the board, the width of the board, and the thickness, meaning a higher volume board is going to be able to float a higher weight. If you're a heavyweight person, or if, let's say, you're going to put children on the board, a dog on the board with you, you're going to want a board with a bit of a higher volume. If you're doing yoga on a board, you might want to consider a board that is a little bit wider, such as this one, which is 32 inches wide, and possibly one that has either full traction pad or soft top all the way, versus a board that's smoother on it that might be a little bit slippery. Another factor besides cost is the construction of the board. Basically, you're looking at the strength to weight ratio. You could have a board that is lightweight but that is strong, or one that is extremely fragile. So you want to pick up the board and test to make sure you can actually transport and carry it. And then you also want to look at the construction of the board. Some boards are with the sandwich construction, with different composites, laminate, possibly carbon fiber in the layers to strengthen the board. Another less expensive board may be lightweight to pick up, but it's going to be probably just foam and glass on top of it, and then may ding rather easily. So that's a consideration. You also want to look at possibly thinking about buying a recognizable brand, one that you can resell later should you choose to trade up on a different board, and a brand that's going to stand by their board. So when you come to buy a board at Carolina Paddleboard, that's one of the services we offer, is that we bring you in, we talk about your skill, your desires and what you want to do with the paddleboard, and then we try to match you to the board, the right board for you.